Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to break down the college basketball slate on January 13th. We got a nice little 7-game slate to get into with pretty much every school from all the big conferences. That's what we like to see. Had a nice one last night as well. So if you're new here, make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, turn on the notification bell. All this stuff really helps me grow. You're going to know when all my videos are available to be watched. So, let's turn on the notification bell, leave a comment, tell me who you think the best play today is. I'll let you know who mine is. Just a hint, it's the guy in the cover. I don't know if you know who that is, but it's the guy in the cover. So, yeah, that's really all I got to say on that. Let's get into the video. This is going to be a little short one because, honestly, I didn't think there were too many players that stood out, and the ones that stood out a lot more to me. So, we're going to start out with Manny Bates for NC State. They're going up against Florida State today. This is going to not be a game I really want to target that much. The game has a line of 144.5, with NC State as an implied team total of 70.2, and Florida State is an implied team total of 75. If there was one side I'd like more, it's definitely going to be the Florida State side. This game's going to have a pace of 73.6, which is just about average for today. Manny Bates is going to be the one guy I would be interested in on NC State. He's $5,100. I have him projected for 32 minutes. He's almost a whole 1 point per minute guy with a usage rate of 17.2 and assist rate of 2.8. But other than that, none of the guys in NC State really looked any good to me. Florida State's a pretty good defensive team, so they're not a team that I love to attack. MJ Walker for Florida State is going to be the only guy I'm interested in on Florida State. And look, it's the same thing every single time in Florida State. There's a reason I don't like to play guys from this team because they just spread out their minutes. There's 6, 7, 8 guys that all play 20 minutes. But the one player that does separate his minutes from the rest of them is MJ Walker. I have him for 33 today at $5,800, 0.72 point per minute guy. If usage rate 23.2 and assist rate 12.1, he looks like a pretty solid option. Wouldn't call him an elite option on the day, but he does look good. So MJ Walker is going to be someone I'm interested in. Now we're going to go to LSU playing Wake Forest. I'm interested in nobody from Wake Forest. They're in a horrible spot. But, even this is just another bad game. An implied game total of 136 with LSU having an implied team total, or I'm sorry, not LSU. Louisville having an implied team total of 72. It's just not going to be a great spot. This is not a game that I love to attack. When you look at the pace, it's going to have a pace of 68.7, which is by far the worst, slowest pace game on the entire slate. So it's not going to be a spot that I really like to attack. If there's one guy I want to get from this game, it would be Jalen Withers. I have him projected for 29 minutes. He's only a 0.8 guy, but has a usage rate of 19.7 and a rebound rate of 17.3. So that looks pretty good. So he would be the one guy that I would like to target on this NC State roster, or not NC State, this Louisville roster. So that's probably the only guy I want to get there. But now the game that I really, really like today is going to be LSU Arkansas. Look, this game has a total of 159. The Auburn game has a total of 155, but that game's still, it's just not that good. For DFS, in my opinion, still, guys just aren't priced well. So you have this game, 159 total. LSU is a total of 80.9. Arkansas is a total of 78. It's just far and away better than every other game on the slate, in my opinion. I love this spot for these guys. It's going to be a fast-paced game at 75.2. It's not going to be the fastest-paced game on the day, but it's going to be a fast-paced game. Two teams that have very good offenses and not great defenses. And now look, here's the one kicker for today. Cam Thomas is questionable. If Cam Thomas, the best player in LSU, the go-to scorer, the highest usage guy, with a 34.1 usage rate, if he misses, Javonte Smart and Trendon Watford are the two best plays on the entire slate, and it's not even close. And I like them already. I like both these guys already. Javonte Smart, $7,400, 36 minutes, 0.8 guy, usage rate 18.8, assist rate 20.9. Trendon Watford, $7,800, 39 minutes, 1.02 point per minute guy, usage rate 24.3, assist rate 22.5. Both of them are already great, but if Cam Thomas misses at 34.1 usage rate, these guys' usage rates are going to skyrocket. And then there's other guys in the team that look good too, like Darius Days looks pretty good, but these are going to be the two guys that I absolutely love if Cam Thomas misses. So be sure to pay attention to that. That news is huge for today's slate. It completely opens up things if Cam Thomas misses. Cam Thomas plays, I like all three of them. Cam Thomas also looks good. He's in a fast-paced game, high-scoring game, so Cam Thomas will definitely be someone I want to get exposure to as well, but if he is out, Javonte Smart, Trendon Watford look amazing. Now we're going to go to the Arkansas side where we have 4 guys I'm interested in. Those are J.D. Notae, Vance Jackson, Connor Vanover, Kyle Young's in Ohio State. Yeah, gosh, the colors are the same. 3 guys in Arkansas that I'm interested in going up against LSU today. So there's also injuries on this team. Justin Smith's out, and there's one other guy, I forgot his name. Abraham Ayala or whatever. He's also out. So you have 2 big injuries for Arkansas here, which is going to make value. You have cheaper guys that are going to be the higher usage players in a high total game. Those are the best value plays you can ever find. All three of these guys look amazing. JD Notea for 28 minutes, $5,600. He's a 1.16 point per minute guy, usage rate of 30.7, and assist rate of 19.6. He is just in a fantastic spot today. This is definitely someone I want to target. Then Vance Jackson at $4,000. I gave him 33 minutes. He's probably not going to get that many, but probably like in the 26 to 33 range is probably where Vance Jackson lands, and he's $4,000. He's not the best producer or anything on the floor, but he is still a very good producer, or still in a very good spot and a very good price for the amount of minutes he's going to play. And then Connor Vanover at $4,600. I have him for 27 minutes. He's a 1.2 guy, almost a 1.3 guy, with a usage rate of 17.8 and a rebound rate of 17.4. All three of those guys just look like absolute great values for today. They're definitely guys I want to get exposure to. Now we're going to go to the Ohio State Northwestern game, which I am kind of interested in as well. This game has an implied team total of 140, or implied game total of 142. Ohio State's a pretty good favorite here, 74.2 favorite. They have a team total of 74.2. They're not 74.2 favorites. Gosh, that would be a game. Northwestern has an implied team total of 66.8 as well. So this game's going to have a pace of 71. It's kind of below average, but still, I mean, I'm not really too worried about that too much. Kyle Young, I have from 31 minutes today, and he's just cheap enough at $4,500, so I would like to get to him. I don't know if he's going to actually play that many minutes. Sometimes he only gets like 25, but still at $4,500. And against a team that's not big, like Northwestern's a small team. This is like I don't know if you watched the Illinois game where they got destroyed in the second half, but like they didn't even have anybody close to being able to guard Kofi Cockburn. Like it wasn't even close. He was just dominating them. So yeah, I mean, they don't have anybody big enough to handle it. They don't have anybody big, so Kyle Young is in a good spot here. And then Boo Buie on the other side, he's been struggling recently, but I'm hoping this long break since the Illinois game a week ago is going to really help him out, get back in the groove. Because if he gets back in the groove at $4,800, he's way, way, way too cheap. For 30 minutes, 0.8 guy on the season, has a usage rate of 23 and an assist rate of 34.9. If he gets a little bit back into the groove, he's way too cheap. So Boo Buie is definitely going to be someone I want to attack today. Now we're going to go look at Greg Brown for Texas, who's been like a rising star in college basketball this year. This game has an implied game total of 134.5, and Texas has an implied team total of 68.3. This is the best game of the day for real life. I mean, Texas Tech. What a great game that's going to be, but for DFS, it's not good. It's going to be low scoring. Two of the best defenses in the country, period, so not going to be a spot to get to that well, in my opinion. But Greg Brown, I have him for 33 minutes. He's almost a 1.3 point per minute guy, with a usage rate of 32.6 and a rebound rate of 19. He's just great. He's just a great player. He's too cheap. I'll get to him for sure. Javon Blair and Jamarco Pickett for Georgetown going up against DePaul today. This game has an implied total of 145.5. Georgetown has an implied team total of 74.2, and it's going to be a huge pace-up spot for him going up against DePaul. This is going to be the fastest-paced game of the day. But I don't really like any of the DePaul guys. They spread out their minutes too much for me to really want to get there. But Javon Blair and Jamarco Pickett look really, really good. Both of them have been playing a ton of minutes. They're both almost 1 point per minute guys. Usage rate 24.2 for Blair. Usage rate 19.8 for Jamarco Pickett. Nice rebound rate for Pickett and nice assist rate for Blair. So both of them look pretty good for me. Blair's a little expensive at $8,700. I definitely prefer going to Pickett, but if you have the money to get to Javon Blair, that's fine by me. And then we're going to close out the Auburn game going against Georgia. The Georgia guys, another team that just spreads out their minutes too much for me to really want to get there. But Auburn, the one guy in this team I would want to get to is Allen Flanigan. This game has an implied game total of 155, with Auburn having an implied team total of 76.8. This is going to be a fast-paced game. We have 76.3 pace game, or possessions for this game. That's pace. I have Allen Flanigan for 34 minutes. He has $8,000. He's been the best player on this team, maybe until last game. Sharif Cooper, if you want to play Sharif Cooper, I think it's a risk because he's played one game, but he was great. And they priced him up. He's $6,700. I don't think he doesn't grade out well for me, but I mean, he was really good. And if he really starts taking over this offense, he might end up being like 8K. So if you want to take a shot on Sharif Cooper today, by all means, go for it. I think that's worth a shot. He just doesn't grade out amazingly for me, but I'm probably still going to get some Sharif Cooper. If I play tournaments, I might just play cash today. We'll see. If I'm playing tournaments, I'm going to get some Sharif Cooper for sure. But yeah, Allen Flanigan also looks good. 34 minutes, usage rate 22, and assist rate 20.1. So it's really all I got to say on this one. I told you it's going to be a short one. There's a lot of games that didn't look good and a lot of players that didn't look good today. So this is what I came out with. It's going to be a small pool for today. So thank you guys so much for checking this out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure to go check out my NBA video if you want. If you want to get, I forgot to say it's the beginning of the video, but you can get my projections and a spreadsheet for only $5 a month. It's linked in the bio. It's my Patreon, so go ahead and check that out as well. Every single day, projections for NBA or for college basketball. There's an NBA one too. It's a little more expensive because you're gonna get a little bit more stuff than just projections. But if you just want college basketball, it's only gonna be $5 a month. So go check that out. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Let's make some money.